I don't see how carrying the dread in the country is a problem.
Let me tell you something. Where you have your property is where your mind will be.
Hey guys, so we know that the new school year is right around the corner and that this is a time to support family and friends back home and help with the school fees. Well, don't worry, Sahara Reporters has got you covered. We are partnering with Sendwave to help you send money with love. That special love that only your mother can give you. Now, for those of you who don't know about Sendwave, it is a mobile app that allows you to send money instantly without paying any fees. Yes, no fees at all. Very convenient, right? With Sendwave, you can easily send money to Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania as if you were sending a mere text message. From now until September 7th, if you are a new user, you can use our code SAHARA to get $10, £10, or €10 free credit for your first transfer, and the money will be added to your account whenever you are ready to send, even after September 7th. And on top of that, everyone who sends money to Nigeria, whether they're old or new senders, will get a 4.5% cash bonus for transfers over $50, €50, etc. Just simply be sure to update your Sendwave app to enjoy this cash bonus. This video is sponsored by Sendwave.
Well, in as much I've read right up about this, those are for and those against. But sincerely speaking, personally speaking now, I think MBA is better to be one than being factionalized. Though they will argue that they have freedom of expression, but the fact remains that the more united we are, the better for the MBA. So personally speaking, I don't think those people who went to form a factional MBA, they call themselves New Nigerian Bar Association. And the basis for them, when they look at the membership of that forum, most of them are northerners. I feel what they are trying to achieve is not the right way they are going about it, because by which these northerners from another MBA, they are trying to create more divide in the problem of the MBA. So to me, I've seen argument for, argument against, but personally speaking, I believe the MBA is better to be one than to be factionalized. And I can promise you something. Let me give a prophecy. They will not succeed. Last week, or yesterday also, we heard that a faction of them have given their support to the national MBA. So I believe with time, their anger will plummet, and they will come back to where they belong.
Thank you.
So we lawyers, we are better to be one than being divided. A house that will divide against himself cannot stand. So for them, I believe they will not stand. They will rethink their decision and come back before it's too late.
Well, on the new Nigerian Bar Association, we only appeal to the aggrieved members. You see, it's all about the fact that some people are aggrieved because of certain decisions that were taken. But factionalizing the bar will further, devastate not only the Nigerian bar but the entire country as well. Because the voice of the bar goes a long way in Nigerian politics. So we can only appeal to our members to please shoot their sword and come back home. Like my learned colleague said, the house divided itself cannot stand. So let us come together and form a unified bar. And it is not a joke that they refer to Nigerian lawyers as the largest gathering of lawyers in Africa. It's not a joke. So we cannot afford to lose that title. So it's very, very important. But I will only use this way to appeal to them to have a rethink and come back.
I want to align myself with what others have said, my learned senior colleagues. But I just have to say that the fractionalization of the MBA will not help others unite each other like others have stated and others have made mention of. And to say the least, that even the gathering of these lawyers, the new lawyers, like I would say, most of them will still come back here to pay practicing fee from this general body of MBA. So why can't you leave a body and still paying practicing fee to the same body? So are you telling me that can your body pay independent practicing fee? Can your body still make receipts of independent stamp and seal? If your body can do that, then definitely you're on the right track. But if your body will still fall back on this MBA, definitely a house divided around itself cannot stand, and you cannot place something on nothing and expect it to stand. It will surely fall. So these persons, or like I'm saying, that they need for you to pay your practice fee at the NBA National, you still fall back on them, resort to the NBA. So I hope that the fact that we have rights of association, which is constitutionally oriented, constitutionally enshrined, however, our rights should be channeled towards what the betterment of what the profession.
I think it's completely wrong, because MBA they didn't call lawyers learned for nothing. You understand? You will not decide because the MBA decide to sanction or disinvite someone who has a very poor record of rule of law, who has severally disregarded the rule of law, and because they decide to disinvite him and you want to form your own splinter group. Such kind of things should not be heard in the MBA. I think they are wrong. They are completely wrong. They decide to bring ethnicity, they decide to bring nepotism into something that's something that should never be. So I think they are wrong, and they have to come back so that we unify the bar.
Going by the nomenclature of the new Nigerian Bar Association, one would ordinarily believe that, of course, the Nigerian Bar Association need a lot of newness, needs a lot of refreshing and all of that. But if one now goes deeper to examine the grounds upon which this new Nigerian Bar Association is founded, one will now see that it is based on their grievance with the disinvitation of Malam Nasru El-Rufai, the incumbent governor of Kaduna State, from the last annual general conference of the Nigerian Bar Association. Now the question to ask is that, is the disinvitation of Malam Nasru El-Rufai sufficient in itself to be a ground for a new Nigerian Bar Association? For us, we do not ordinarily believe that there is anything sacrosanct about the Nigerian Bar Association. In fact, the reality is that we have discovered that, even looking at it beyond even the Legal Practitioners Act, the fact is that lawyers have the right to organize democratically within and outside the MP. Now, that puts to rest the issue of the sole association which the NBA is purported to have. But be that as it may, are we now on the same page with those who are splitting from the NBA on the basis of what we can call possibly petty grievances? The answer is no. And even there's another school of thought that thinks that, well, on the basis of the fact that the last elections of the NBA was marred with controversies and a lot of electoral fraud, that on that basis they have even gone ahead to form also the Nigerian Bar Initiative. But what is important is that these new organizations and even the NBA playing the role any bar should be playing. If today there arises a new bar association that can begin to play the role of taking up issues ranging from the fuel price hike, the fuel price has been increased now, taking the role of intervening in the day-to-day agonies of working people, then let it be. But fortunately, the advocates and the apostles of these new bar associations are not prepared to change the narrative of what we used to have within the Nigerian Bar Association. They are even set the hands of the clock backwards by telling us of primordial and ethnic advocates and irredentists. We said we are opposed to all these our new formations. What we need concretely today is a vibrant bar that understands the fact that there can only be the sustainability of the Nigerian legal profession when the Nigerian society is doing fine. And if Nigeria today is on fire, as we speak today, the Buhari-led federal government has declared war on the working people. Electricity tariff has been increased by 200%. Fuel price hike has been increased by over 70%. Apart from that, rent and all the other means of survival, day-to-day survival have gone astronomical. We need a bar that can lead the war, a fight back against the war on the Nigerian people.
You know, to belong to any group. But however, because the Nigerian Bar Association is a peculiar association, a noble profession, you know, I think such new MBA should not be encouraged. And we thank God for the new president, NBA president. I think he has started taking a step to make sure, look into all those issues, to make sure we silence the idea of, emerging a new bar. Okay? I think they have the right, but as far as I'm concerned, with the new president elected, with the new president, coming on board, we make sure we do, all things to make sure we silence the idea of coming into assistance.
Lawyer. I'm saddened because I've always believed in one MBA. It has always been, and I mean that was the pride of the nation, becoming a lawyer. People like us went into law because of the oneness of the MBA. And I'm so shocked, just like the whole world is divided among themselves. This would be a big division if it's allowed. And I don't think it should happen at all. MBA is one, we're one lawyers across the entire nation. One Nigeria, one MBA. That's my opinion.
I heard that for the first time this morning that the brains behind it are some northern states, but that is quite unfortunate in the first instance because you cannot ethnicize. If your intention is genuine, you don't bring ethnic coloration into it. So why should it be? To the best of my knowledge, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, who was at the center of the controversy, is not a lawyer, so he's not a member of Nigerian Bar Association.
Okay.
So it's not a member of Nigerian Bar Association. So it is not a well thought out idea to create a faction that will revolve around ethnic protest. That's because there are people who are Southerners who did not share the position of the NBA. They were lawyers of Southern extraction who did not necessarily share the sentiments that led to this invitation of Nasir El-Rufai. So where do you now take them? So you want to ostracize them? So I don't think that sentiment is genuine. So and this is a move. It's going to be an abiku move. It will fail because the NBA itself has been lacking cohesion over the years. Save some interaction provided by maybe the likes of Rotimi Akeredolu, the incumbent governor of Ondo State, who, to the best of my knowledge, is about the last proactive NBA president. So NBA has not been at the forefront. Is this not the NBA we used to know when it was being led by the likes of Alawa Kabashono, the most popular NBA president in history? So NBA itself is not. We need to make NBA a fighting organ. Yet some people are trying to polarize it. So it won't work. I know it's going to be just one of these abiku noise making that at the end of the day, after some, it will fizzle out. That is my own prediction.
Hey guys, so we know that the new school year is right around the corner and that this is a time to support family and friends back home and help with the school fees. Well, don't worry, Sahara Reporters has got you covered. We are partnering with Sendwave to help you send money with love. That special love that only your mother can give you. Now, for those of you who don't know about Sendwave, it is a mobile app that allows you to send money instantly without paying any fees. Yes, no fees at all. Very convenient, right? With Sendwave, you can easily send money to Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania as if you were sending a mere text message. From now until September 7th, if you are a new user, you can use our code SAHARA to get $10, £10, or €10 free credit for your first transfer, and the money will be added to your account whenever you are ready to send, even after September 7th. And on top of that, everyone who sends money to Nigeria, whether they're old or new senders, will get a 4.5% cash bonus for transfers over $50, €50, etc. Just simply be sure to update your Sendwave app to enjoy this cash bonus. This video is sponsored by Sendwave.